Hey, how are you doing? We are live. Hello, guys. How have you been? This is a very special live stream. It's been a while, it's been a long time since we've done a live stream like this. Hey, Chips Canary, Mandarini, Pleb, Fire Exploder. Nice name. Jay, Yago, Frederick, Max, Spiral DJ, Joshua, Orange Rose, Adam, Ariel, Indentations. Wow, there's a lot of people. Timosha, Yankai, Dragonclaw, Buki, Yura, Sasha, Not Chris. Hey, Not Chris. Gail, everybody's here. Felipe, Kenneth. Wow, there's a lot of people. Okay. Oh, and Kenneth says, "Good morning from Michigan." Cool. Oh, wow, it's morning in Michigan. It's late morning, right? I thought it would be. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Late morning. That makes sense. Chip says, "Good morning from France." And Indentations says, "I wonder what happened to Chris." Uh, not Chris, keeps claiming that he is not Chris, but I have my doubts. But I don't want to. I don't want to talk about that because not Chris gets offended when you call him Chris. Spatate is here. Hey, Spatate. Yeah. Wow. Okay, guys, it's been a while. It's been a long time since we we've done a stream like this where I take requests and listen to video game music. Banter. Hey, Banter. How are you doing, man? Because I was not happy. If you guys were here, I think it's been like almost, I want to say like maybe 6 months, maybe almost a year since we've done a stream like this. And the reason is because I was not happy with the way we were doing it. And Sacred, wow, thank you, Sacred, for the super chat. Hey, David, let's listen to some bangers today. Yes, let's. I was not happy with the way we were doing it. If you guys remember, if you guys were here back then, uh, I was doing it in a way where I was getting some complaints, some valid complaints, because people were sending super chats and I was doing it in a chronological order, and some people were sending money, some people were sending me a lot of money, and there was no time to listen to all the requests. And sometimes people would send like $50 and I wouldn't their requests would end up not being heard. So I have reformulated the way we do this. And if you guys remember, back then we used to do requests from normal chat as well. But this time, and Kylie says, maybe make a Google form people can send to. I have a better idea. This time, today, I'm going to only take requests from super chat, because this way it will be easier to hear everybody's requests, and someone that sends me money will not be frustrated because their request was not heard. And you guys might ask, and Paragon of Mankind says, no poor people allowed. You might say, what about us, the people? I'm gonna do a separate stream where I will only do requests from normal chat, because I think that way is better, because I don't know, I don't think it's fair, and I was getting complaints, and I think it's valid that people were sending super chats and people were sending a lot of money, and there wasn't time to listen to all the requests. So I think yeah, Destroyer says that's fair. I think it's better to organize it in that way. A stream just for super chat people and a stream just for normal chat people. And the normal chat stream will be a lot more fun than it was before. Yeah, Felipe says this way you can target both audiences. Yes, and in the normal chat stream we can do like polls where everybody can participate. We can do like some randomizers and stuff. So yeah, the masses will be heard. Sarah Kitty says taking requests today. Yes, we're taking super chat requests. So today is super chat time. Yes, today is super chat time. And currently we have oh, and by the way, like I said, one of the issues we were having before is that people, yeah. Kay Sauer says, if I gave you like $20, I'd be upset that my song wasn't picked. That was happening a lot. That's why I spent a long time without doing these, because I felt uncomfortable, like taking people's money, and like a lot of people were unhappy. So I hope you guys understand. And by the way, we're going like, guys, we're going like full capitalist mode today. If you give me more money, your song request gets picked earlier, and everybody's request is gonna be heard, because once we reach a point in the stream where there's enough requests, when we're full of requests, I'm gonna close the requests, so that no one gives me money with a request that I won't have time to hear, you know. So D-Day Direwolf, thanks man, thank you for the request. We have our first request, and it's Persona 5 Rivers in the Desert. Cool. Thanks man. So check this out. I've thought about this. Capitalism mode, yes. So we're getting some requests in. Wow. Jesus. Check this out. Yeah, that works, right? Rivers in the desert. So I'm just using this website to make a list, and I'm just gonna copy and paste the super chats, and then we're gonna start listening to all this stuff. Cornered from Ace Attorney. Thank you very much, Spyro DJ, for the suggestion. We have Dragonclaw with Terraria, Calamity, Mod, Universal Collapse. Thanks, man. And Ben. Jesus, there's so many. My agony is ceaseless. With Ark Survival Evolved main theme, please. That's a very good theme. I remember that. My brother used to play that. And I remember the main theme. And the Frosty Waffle, Violent Sun, Studio Ein. Is that a game? I'm only taking requests from games. Is Studio Aim a game? Chips Canary, The Beast, The Beauty and the Hatred from Hollow Knight. Thanks, Chips. Thanks. And Jane says, I gotta run, but I'll check the VOD later. Have fun, everyone. Cool. Time Scar from Chrono Cross. Max from Max LB. Thanks, man. That's a very, very good song. Jesus. We have too many. I might have underestimated your guys's generosity. I'm suffering from success. I can't keep up with the super chat, but we I guarantee you that we're gonna hear all of this. We're gonna hear all of the requests. So the last one was Times Car. And I could start playing the songs right now, but I don't wanna I when I start playing the songs I wanna pay attention to them. I don't wanna, be uh copying and pasting stuff in the list while the songs are playing. So yeah, that was Times Car. Pleb said, let's be early then. Beyond Good and Evil first encounter. Cool. Thanks, man. And guys, Jesus, look, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this real quick. I didn't expect that I'll have to do this so early, but check this out. Requests are closed. Thank you. I'm gonna close the requests for now because I'm a bit overwhelmed. I can't keep up. Max says, "Sweet juicy capitalism." Yes. let me just keep up with the requests we already have. And Origin Yan says, "Does anyone know Yokai Watch?" Yeah, I know Yokai Watch. I don't remember any of the music though. Okay, so requests are closed. I might open them later. Okay, so now we have M2 with how do you say that the name of that game? I've seen the name of that game, like YS. Is it is or wise? But anyway, Origins Genesis Beyond the Beginning. Cool. The Mario Addict with $10. Unexpectancy. Parts 1 to 3 from Pizza Tower. I've been hearing about this game. Funny little game. I've seen some things about it. And Lofus Kremswell. Mount Gagazet, People of the North from Final Fantasy X. Cool. I'm just about to start my first playthrough ever of Final Fantasy IX. I'm excited for that. Dialga's Fight to the Finish from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky. Cool. I'm actually not sure if you will be able to open the requests again at all. We have so many. Okay. Share Your Pain from Dark Deception. From Kyle Rivera. Cool. Thanks, Kyle. Oh, we have CLP. Wow, we have a 1,000 CLPs. I don't know what CLPs are, but cool. World's End Valentine from Omori. Cool. And Octopentix suggests My Time from Omori. The Pilot Lad. Massive Explosion from Dissidia Final Fantasy. Request Breath of the Forest from Mad Rat Dead. Is that a game, Mad Rat Dead? That's a request from Demon Dog. Cool. Thanks, man. Oh man, it's so hard. It's so hard when people give me money. Adino says, you were wrong, go back from Omori. I think we have 3. Oh wow, we have a lot from Omori. Kylie with another one from Omori. Jay, Strike the Earth from Shovel Knight. Cool. I love Shovel Knight. Okay, it's almost done. Aldino with Ink Long Dry from Final Fantasy XIV. Cool. I love Masayoshi Soken, the composer. €5 from Samot. with a request from Risk of Rain. God, that's it. That's all of them. How many are there? Jesus. Are you guys still there? I was like an hour copying and pasting stuff. Did I? So, did I miss any super chats? Jesus. So guys, the requests are closed, so don't send me more money, please. So I think Sacred said, so glad you are finally covering Toho. I don't know if you will ever get to it, but can we listen to Heian Alien newest theme from Toho UFO? That's one of my favorites from the series. And more Toho 6 videos, please. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks, Sacred. But, God, we have to start listening to the songs. Jesus. So, let's go in chronological order. So, Persona 5 Rivers in the Desert. Let's go. Persona 5. Yeah, I think this one. And you guys, let me know if the audio is good. Is the audio good? Is it too loud? Too low? Yeah, the colonel says requests are over. Requests are over. Okay, so distorted guitars.
It's now or it's never.
Oh.
Got to make my decision. This time could be my moment.
And Taylor Wright says, I'm pretty sure he's just doing it in the order of the requests. Yes. Oh, cool. I was going to order the requests by the value of the super chat, but that would take forever. I wasn't anticipating so many requests. And Jay says it wouldn't hurt to turn it up slightly. Okay. I turned it up slightly. And the pilot lad says, my dude, you are a famous YouTuber, so it would be just natural. I haven't done a stream of this like this since I had, I don't know, like 50,000 subscribers. Very good, very funky, very dancey. And a Rotten Cat says, you should do streams like this more often. I'm gonna do it now. I wasn't doing streams like this because of what I explained earlier, that... Oh, great strings. I wasn't happy with the way I was doing it, but now I have reformulated it and we'll see how it goes. So far it's going well, I think.
My heart is a furnace, had a selling my word of conflict. One goes what keeps me going. Take back when the lost to the bosses of
Does this play like during the gameplay?
Don't ask I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. A river in a dry land. The last is in a long.
Oh, it's in... Oh, it's a boss. Oh, that's interesting. Usually in games, it's a very risky move to put a song with vocals during gameplay because it can be kind of distracting. Oh, and Tiger E with the super chat. Thanks, man. Thanks, Tiger. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Oh, and there's an instrumental version. Cool. And Newman asks, what is a super chat? Super chat is a chat that you send that costs money, and I get that money. Like, it's a donation, basically. Awesome. I feel like there was a Game Awards, might have been like 2 years ago or something. I feel like I recognize this voice. There was a band on a Game Awards show like 2 years ago playing Persona music. I wonder if 2017. I think it was this girl, right? Yeah, they played it at the Game Awards. Cool. It's about to end. By the way, guys, there were two people send me super chats after the requests were closed. I guess whatever. I will include their requests as well. Ken sent for entrusting this world to idols, idolatrize world from the 18th Toho game. Cool. But now it's over. It's over. I'm just including these guys because maybe there was a delay in the stream and they didn't hear in time that they didn't see in time that the requests were closed. But now it's closed for real. It's closed for real now. So yeah, let's go to the next one. So check this out. Now this one was heard. So now we can do this. Yay! So now it's cornered from Ace Attorney. Cool. I have to say, I could never get into Ace Attorney. There doesn't seem to be a track called Cornered. I think it... Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, it's called Cornered. My bad. Make the text bigger? You guys can't... I can't make it bigger than this. Let me see. No, people are sending more requests. Don't give me money, please. Stop. Please stop. And 1338 says Oneirophobia from Destiny 2 Lightfall. Thanks, man, but the requests are closed. And Ken says I meant to put Toho 17. I remember this song. I played a little bit of Ace Attorney. I'm gonna listen to this one a little bit more because I talked over it. I thought the gameplay in Ace Attorney was... it's not for me. I didn't like it very much. But I remember liking the soundtrack. And I think this is GBA, right? This is GBA, right? Oh, this is DS. Cool. And Shidix says, Davi, question about guidelines. How long should the song be? And should we pay more if it's a longer song? If it's a super long song, I don't like listening to really super long songs on these streams because time is already super short and there's already so many requests. So you're free to send me like a 10-minute song if you want, but I will probably listen to like 3 minutes of it and then I might skip around. But that's irrelevant for now because the requests are closed. Requests are closed. And Nargir now says, wait, don't send you money? If you send me money without a request, then it's fine. Thanks, man, for the support. Okay, so next up is Terraria. Collapse, universal collapse. And someone was asking before, what's the gameplay in Ace Attorney like? It's almost like a visual novel, and you have to solve mysteries, and you have to talk to the right people and find items and that kind of stuff. But it's basically a visual novel. Oh wow. Wait, what? And Sune asks, requests are closed, I just arrived. Yes, are closed. They're closed. Is it this one? It's this one. Oh, okay. Cool. Turn it up! Biotoxin says, turn it up! This sounds very Japanese. Kylie says the request closed text should be bigger. Maybe people are blind. Requests are closed. And Mr. Doctor Professor asks, when do requests reopen? I'm not sure. I'm in the same boat as you. I don't know. Man, this is great. This sounds like JRPG music. Yeah, this is really good. This sounds like a boss. This sounds like a lot of JRPG music, but specifically, this reminds me of Golden Sun. Reminds me of the Motoi Sakuraba style. Where it's like an orchestra, basically an orchestra with drums and bass. Use Blind says, yes, Motoi Sakuraba, very reminiscent of Tales and Golden Sun. Yes, I felt that as well. I didn't expect Terraria to have music like this. Oh, it's a mod for Terraria. Oh, interesting. Man, that's crazy. That's a... Basic Terraria has different music. Yeah. Yeah. I remember because I haven't played Terraria. But I remember some of my friends used to play it. And I remember the music wasn't like this. So that makes sense. It's a mod. Cool. So Ark Survival main theme. I remember this one. This one I remember. It's very good. And Mavino says, I love you, person that proposed Ark. And you guys, let me know if the volume is good, because all these songs are just at different volumes. Oh, it was my agony is ceaseless. He's the one that suggested. He says you are welcome. Oh, I remember this. And Ember Drills asks, you like dinosaurs, David? Yes, I was watching Jurassic Park just the other day, the original one. This reminds me of my parents' home, because I used to listen to this when my brother was playing it back in the day, back when we lived with our parents. Crustaceo says, Dino Crisis 2 and Turok are great. I remember Dino Crisis. The harmony in this is very surprising. There's a lot of modulations, which are these surprising chords that really don't belong. Cool. And Spiral DJ, thanks man, thank you for the Super chat. He says, I don't have enough money to request the entirety of every Professor Layton OST, Lamau. But they for real deserve a video, IMO. I remember Professor Layton. Thanks, man, for the support. And by the way, it's good that you sent this super chat because this is a reminder that just because I listen to a song here on the stream doesn't mean that I won't make a video on it. There was some weirdness going on past streams where if I heard like I don't know, an Elden Ring track here, for example, people in the comments would be like super mad, thinking that, hey, he listened to the Elden Ring track that I wanted on the stream, so now he's never gonna make a video on it. That doesn't make sense. That's not how it works. There have been like tracks from Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight. The first time I heard Hollow Knight on the channel was on a live stream, and then I went on to make videos on it. So just because I hear a track here on the live stream doesn't mean I will not make a video on it. So Violent Sun. Oh, I forgot to do this. Boop. 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 Violent Sun. Is that a game? I wonder if that's a game. And Touch Me Sama says, Davi, have you already heard one of the Guilty Gear's soundtracks? Yes. I've heard it several times on live streams. I don't think I've ever made a video on it. I don't... I'm confused by this track. There's no track with this name. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Violent Sun. Okay, I think it's this one. And Venter says, David, the pilot lad is trying to change the request if possible. Let me see. This again sounds a lot like Golden Sun. The pilot lad says, Davi, my dude, is it possible to have my request from your list changed if possible? Yes, I will allow you to do it because it's the first time, but I can't allow it for everyone. Otherwise, it's gonna be chaos if everyone wants to change it. Yeah. Wow, that was cool. Oh. Okay, it's just going again. It's just looping. But again, Sour says this sounds like a Calamity song. Yeah, exactly. Is what I was saying. It sounds like Calamity, which I said sounded like Motoi Sakuraba, right? Golden Sun and Tails. It has that vibe. That's cool. So the pilot lad, what's your request so we can change it? So what was your initial request and what do you want to change it to? So you want fields of hope, field of hopes and dreams from Deltarune. Okay, cool. So the city of Final Fantasy is gonna become field of hopes and dreams. Let me find it here. See, this is why I don't want people to do this, because I have to look it up here. Okay, here it is. Gonna be field of hopes and dreams from Deltarune. Cool. So this gets a check mark. Boop. Now the beast, the beauty, and the hatred from Hollow Knight. Cool. Hollow Knight is, of course, very popular in the channel. It's your boy, Christopher Larkin. I don't remember hearing this one. Do I? And Alemania Crayon says you should listen to the Project Wingman OST. Calamity, Peacekeepers 2, Presidia, and the Kings. If you can only do one, do Kings. Cool. There's some people in my Patreon recommending Project Wingman. I've heard about it. Oh, this is a DLC thing. Oh, I never explored the quest line that led to this. Okay. Yeah, I only got the basic ending. Oh wow. This sounds bigger. The orchestra in this sounds bigger than usual for Hollow Knight. Like, there's a lot of brass. Brass feels very big and heroic. The only other track that I can remember that has this much brass was Dunk Defender. And Joey asks, how can you tell if it sounds bigger? It just sounds like it has more instruments, like the ensemble, the orchestral ensemble is bigger. There's more instruments, like there's brass. It sounds louder, sounds, bigger. Yeah, percussion as well. Jay says brass, strings, percussion, all that. Yeah, percussion is a big deal as well to make it feel louder and bigger. And Zanrad says, can you only request via donation? Yes, today yes, but I'll do other streams where I'll take requests from normal chat. Very nice. I think I lost a super chat. Oh no, I didn't. Jamal from Microsoft. Wow. He says you should listen to the theme of Grigori from Dragon's Dogma. Man, that's an awesome theme. It's one of my favorite themes. Yes, it's one of my favorite themes in the Dragon's Dogma soundtrack as well. Okay, so Mega Man Roy is spamming, so you're grounded. I'm gonna ground you. Timeout. So you can think about your life choices. And if you spam again, I'm gonna sing you the Patience song. If you guys have watched the Hollow Knight streams that I've done, you know about the Patience song. So now this one gets a check mark. Boop. Oh, Jesus. Look at this. Time Scar from Chrono Cross. This might be... I think this should probably be my favorite track from today. And if you look closely, you will see that I have Chrono Cross over there. This is hard. Over there. Right there. It's one of my favorite games, one of my favorite soundtracks. So let's go. Man, this is so good. A man of culture, says Resvania. Yes. Emperor on the internet says comfy. It is comfy, but it's also kind of sad. I think that's a signature of Yasunori Mitsuda. It feels very comfy, but melancholic. There's a nostalgia to it. There's a kind of longing. And Odd Eye says, if you could listen to You Want Gnomes from Everhood, please. Love your content, man. Thank you for all you do. So good. Fantastic violin. Very good. Okay, so yeah, Odd Eyes, thank you for the super chat, but the requests are closed. But thank you. Thank you for saying that you love my content. Thank you. And Dark Owl says, hello, Davi. I would love you to check the OST nobody seemed to ever recommend. Stories of friendship and literature from Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This OST is one of my favorite game OSTs ever. Thanks, man. Thank you for the support. The requests are closed, though. So, I think maybe I'll change the title of the stream, because maybe that's what's confusing people. I'll remove the I'm taking requests part. And Resvania says, I really want to learn how to play the guitar just to play Arne Village theme. That's just such a fantastic theme. Arne Village is amazing. Very good. So, yeah, this one gets a check mark. Bam. And Skull says, dang, I got here too late to request. Most people got here too late to request. The requests were closed like in 5 minutes. Beyond Good and Evil. First encounter. Cool. Yeah, and if you have never played Chrono Cross, that song that just played was like the intro cinematic of the game. It's a very good first impression of the game. So this track is 6 minutes long. So I think I'm gonna hear like 4 minutes of it. I think that's good. And then maybe I'll skip around. Is the volume good? I feel like it's too loud. Oh, it's good. It's good. And Mega Man is back from his timeout. And he says, I'm sorry for spamming. Can you react to Tori no Uta? The requests are closed, but thank you. Thank you for the request. And he's spamming again. Okay, sorry my guy. There's no hope for you. You are banned, unfortunately. Yeah, he's probably a kid. That's what I thought. Yeah, this is from Beyond Good and Evil. This obviously sounds like some kind of action sequence, right? Maybe a boss or something. And Symphony says, gotta teach them while they're young. Yes. That's what happens when you don't learn from your mistakes. That's a very interesting combination. There's like a dance, an electronic dance beat with choirs and stuff. Yeah, Darda Saba says, I'm sorry for spamming. Continues to spam anyways. Yes. Oh, the Colonel says, reminds me of Matrix. That's true, dude. I didn't even think about that. And Shidek says, you said you would do the Patient song. That's true. I guess he started spamming again so immediately after his timeout ended that I didn't even think about the Patient song. Okay, so this is the 3-minute mark. Let's see if there's anything new. And guys, I hate to do this. I hate to skip over a track. It feels like blasphemy to me. But there's a lot of requests, and I'd rather like skip a track like this than leave a few requests without without listening. Yeah, so we it's better to listen to all the requests. So we have to do this. Let's skip around. Oh, the beat is over here. Oh, that's nice. That's very different. Okay, so now this is completely tragic. Oh. Nice. Oh. Cool. Cool. That was... Yeah, the resolution, right, Jay? There's a lot of tension. They were building tension and dancing around the resolution. That's cool. So yeah, this gets a check mark. Bam. This is the game that I don't know how to pronounce. Yeez. Wise. How do you... Resvania says, oh boy, here comes Wise. How do you say that? Is it Wise? It's not good for branding if people don't know how to say the name of your game. Genesis Beyond the Beginning. Is pronounced ease. Oh, okay, ease. Cool. Ease. Signa 8 says it's pronounced ease. Okay. Oh. I think I recognize this. Oh. Iron Maiden says, sounds like Attack on Titan. Yeah. Yeah, it has that kind of symphonic rock, symphonic metal style. Oh! Now I see what you mean. This part specifically sounds like the first opening of Attack on Titan. That's true. Ys has more than 10 different games. It's a huge franchise. I hear about it all the time, but I've never played it. Great violin. Not the first, the one from season 2. Sasageyo. Oh, it might be Sasageyo. Wait, hold on a sec. Oh yeah, it's Sasageyo. Sorry, I had to take a moment to remember the Attack on Titan openings. Sasageyo is from the second. Is the third opening, by the way. Yeah, this sounds like Sasageyo from Attack on Titan. Sorry. Chaos Project says, I thought I accidentally paused the stream. Cool. That was very cool. We're having a lot of requests today for Japanese sounding JRPG like tracks like this. Yeah, so this gets a check mark. And now Pizza Tower. Okay. I've heard people talking about this game a lot lately. This is a 9-minute track. Turn it up. People are saying turn it up. Wow. This is crazy. There's a lot of crazy sounds, crazy synths. Yeah, Zenny music for a Zenny game. Sounds very crazy. There's a lot of synths. At the start, it sounded more like a kind of rock boss theme. So this is phase 2. Oh wow, this is so crazy. They're sampling. They're using a lot of sampling. They're sampling voices. God, this is crazy. Yeah, Kagumi says when your radio is broken. Okay, now this has been going on for almost 4 minutes, so I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Jesus. They're sampling. They're sampling some kind of sounds like 40s, 50s orchestral music. Now this is phase 3. Okay. Okay. So this is a little bit more straightforward, like rock. Jeez. Wow. The rock parts have a really kind of rough. How do I say this? It has like a rough, kind of goofy, kind of awkward sound to it. It almost like the word I really want to say, it has like an amateur sound to it, but of course I have to assume this is intentional because this is such a wacky game. The rock parts feel like they are like kind of awkwardly played, right? Xander says true. And Aiden says, so how is this set up? You taking from a list of donor recommendations? Yeah, this is a list of super chats that people sent me. And people sent me so many that I closed the requests. But who knows? Let me see how we're doing. So we have heard all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we heard 10 so far, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, maybe I'll open the requests again soon. There's not that many. My fear is that like if we're like 2 hours into the stream and I open the request for like a split second and then there's like 10 requests and I have to listen to all of them, and that would be crazy. So yeah, for now let's keep the requests closed. I'll open them again when we get there. So now it's People of the North from Final Fantasy X. I've never played Final Fantasy X. I think it's this one. And Dark Outside says, please consider the late donation request. I've considered these two here were late. They came after the requests were closed. But yeah, maybe I'll open them again. Okay. Very emotional. This is... I would be willing to say this is not Uematsu. Because this was the first Final Fantasy game to have music that was not from Uematsu. Uematsu worked on it, but not alone. And Zanrad asked, will you be playing Undertale anytime soon? Yes. I was actually going to play it tomorrow, but I won't be able to. So, I think I'll go back to streaming Undertale probably 2 weeks from now. I wish I could do it sooner, but other stuff came up. Cool. Yeah. This sounds like Hamauzu, the other guy that composed the soundtrack. He also made Final Fantasy. I think he worked on 12 as well, but definitely 13. And Arrow throwing another $5 for Touhou's Ni Sekai wo Yudane Te. Thanks, man. Thank you for the support, but the requests are closed, unfortunately. Okay, so this has been going on for 3 minutes now, so and I think it's just looping now, so yeah, this was very good. It has a very good vibe. The late Final Fantasy soundtracks, when I mean late, I mean post Uematsu. They're very good as well. I know people back in the day used to take a dump on them because it was not Uematsu, but Final Fantasy X is very good. The soundtrack is very good. 12 is super good because it's Hitoshi Sakimoto, which is one of the best. He did Final Fantasy Tactics as well. But anyway, that was very good. Neat song. What was the name? It was this. People from the North from Final Fantasy X. And Power Ghost asks, what is your favorite music composer? Mine is Hiroyuki Sawano because of his amazing work for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Mine is Revo. People were talking before about Attack on Titan. A lot of people that are I mean not a lot of people. Some people don't know that the composer for for the Attack on Titan intros is the same guy that made the soundtracks for the Bravely Default games, and that's my favorite composer. It's Revo from the Bravely Default series. So now it's Dialga's Fight to the Finish from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I've also heard a lot of people talking about Mystery Dungeon music. A lot of people have recommended it. This, I don't even know this game, but I have to assume this is DS. This sounds 1000% like DS music. Yep, DS, yes. Immediately sounded like DS. The DS era of sounds is very iconic. And Adrian Ehira Espinoza says, still attempting to make a request. The requests are closed, my dude. The requests are closed. And Slow Bro Dragon says, turn it up. And Jim Henty says, DS nuts. Are you proud of yourself for that joke? Great. Oh. This, of course, both are DS games, but this reminds me a lot of the DS era of Zelda games. Sounds like Spirit Tracks, like Phantom Hourglass. Bit Gaming did an excellent analysis video on leitmotifs using Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's OST. Aiden says, that's what I was thinking of, Spirit Tracks, especially this flute. That's such a special sound, the DS sound. Galaxy says, I think this game predates Spirit Tracks. Yeah, but it's the same kind of sound. It's the same era, so it sounds similar. Yoko Shimomura went insane on the DS soundtrack for Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, my favorite, if we're gonna talk about favorite... Hold up. Okay, I had to pause there for a second because I was banning someone. If we're gonna talk about favorite Yoko Shimomura soundtracks on DS, which is such a specific thing to say, my favorite one is Radiant Historia. That's my favorite Yoko Shimomura soundtrack on the DS. Skull says, who got banned? There was a guy making requests, like just copying and pasting his request. So yeah, this is done. Share your pain from Dark Deception. Chibi Short Death says, I've heard of Radiant Historia. It's very good. It's one of my favorite games in the DS. And the soundtrack is one of my favorites from Yoko Shimomura, which is a legendary composer, so that's saying a lot. And Dan V says it's almost Omori time. There's 4 requests from Omori. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4. But now it's Dark Deception. I don't even know what Dark Deception is. Looks like a horror game. And Power Ghost says 2 Omori songs are the same. Oh, okay. 2 of the Omori songs are the same. And Kylie asks, can I change my request? I did the double request for Omori. Yes. Yes, you can. Duet from Omori. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't allow it, because if everyone starts asking, it's gonna be crazy. I thought this was a horror game. And maybe it is, but the soundtrack doesn't sound very horror. But then again, maybe it's just a combat track and it sounds less scary and more tense. Cool. I'm going to listen to this one a little bit more because I talked over a lot of it. So this... I feel like this is a boss battle. Chibi says very boss battle or title screen-esque. To me this sounds like a boss battle. Yeah, the piano notes dropping like water. There's some sense of to me, of innocence and childishness in the piano part, but then it gets to this and it sounds dangerous. Cool. This is cool. So next one is Omori, and it seems like there's a lot of people excited for Omori. World's End Valentine. Wow, there's 3 million views. And Uncropped says, oh boy, here we go. Oh! This is very good. This sounds a little bit like Toho. This sounds a lot like Toho. And Zanrad says Toho Megalovania, but it's about depression and stuff. Wow. I wonder, like, I don't even know what this game... I don't even know what this game looks like. I wonder if this is... It sounds very energetic, right? So I assume it must be... I assume it must be some kind of action sequence. Maybe a boss. But I can't say because I have no clue what this game looks like. It's a ride. Uncropped says Omori is a ride, Davi. Let's put it like that. Oh, it's a boss battle. It's a JRPG. Oh, cool. So this must be a boss battle, right? My Time from Omori. Okay, so today we're learning about Omori. This is cool. And this one has 4 million views. Jesus. The other one had 3, this one has 4.
Close your eyes, you'll be here soon. 1、2、3、4、5分。時々本当に寝たい。
ドキドキ本当に寝たい。This sounds disturbing. Jesus. Yeah. Bonsoir says it's nightmarish. That's such an interesting thing. Okay, I'm just gonna pause it here for a second. Because I just want to say it's so interesting when composers do this. This part here sounds on the surface level, it sounds happy and childish, right? But you can tell somehow, maybe because it's too happy, it's too exaggerated, it's too cartoony. You can tell it's not really happy, and it becomes disturbing instead. It becomes, like the other person said, it becomes nightmarish.
Regret, but I don't have to feel this way. As a voice inside,
It's walking such a line between disturbing and happy. Yeah, it's crazy. And they're mixing. Wow. Again, with the childish kind of sound. And they're switching back and forth between English and Japanese. Wow. Jacob says, didn't know Omori was a horror game. Wow, that was crazy. So next up, oh, we have Deltarune now. Yeah, Elmerthian says, so cheerful, it sounds mocking. That's a great way to put it. When something sounds so exaggeratedly happy, it sounds like mocking. It sounds like there's malice in it, you know. That's weird. That's a good way to put it. Oyasumi means good night. Yeah, I know. So hopes and dreams from Deltarune. And I still don't know a lot about Deltarune. I've heard one song from Deltarune so far. This will be the second. Whoa. Sounds dancey. Very nice groove. Also says, this song reminds me a little bit about Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Speaking of Yoko Shimomura, Superstar Saga is another Shimomura soundtrack. Very good. Toby Fox is so good. At capturing that kind of classic video game sound. And I don't mean that just in instrumentation, but in composition as well. Sax. Oh, this is an area theme. Man, very good. Very good. Chaos Project says Pope Francis himself listened to Megalovania. I honestly don't doubt that. That was very good. That was one of my favorites so far in this stream. Breath of Forest from Mad Rat Dead. I don't know what Mad Rat Dead is. Apparently it's a game. It is indeed a game. Oh! Whoa! And this is a Japanese composer. Kazuya Takasu. Let me see if I know him. Oh, this is the Disgaea composer. Okay, this is the Disgaea guy. Cool. Very good. Man, this track is also very dancey. Just like the previous Deltarune one. Ian Roberts says, I love flutes. I wonder, this has to be a level, like an area kind of track, right? I don't know what kind of game this is. Oh, this is a stage theme. Your weird plant says, I love this, my god. Yeah, it's very good. And this sounds very retro. We were talking about DS sounds earlier. This doesn't sound necessarily like DS because the percussion, the drums, and some of the other instruments sound more modern, but there are some very kind of DS sounding sounds in here. Like there was like a stringed instrument like a violin, and the flute as well sounds kind of DS era like. This flute. The entire song itself doesn't sound like DS because there, like I said, there's other more modern realistic instruments mixed in, but it's cool that there's some retro stuff sprinkled around. The flute reminds me of Kirby. That's true. The whole Mad Rat Dad soundtrack slaps, to be honest. I had never heard of that game up until now. So now it's some more Omori. You were wrong, go back from Omori. This one has 1 million views only. 1 million views. Come on. The other ones had like 4. Only, yes. This one sounds more like a gameplay track. The other one that had vocals didn't sound like gameplay to me. Banter says, you were wrong, go back, eh? Can't imagine this not being disturbing. This... Yeah, I imagine this has to be combat. And Sir Arthur asks, Daviva asks question, where do you access these tracks? On YouTube. I'm just typing the names on YouTube. Cool. Interesting. That was short. This, it sounds like combat, but this one it's not as disturbing as I was expecting. There's a little bit of adventure in it. This melody sounds kind of adventurous. Cool. And Sparkleborn Princess says, a fair assessment. Thank you. Duet from Omori. Oh, and the next one is Shovel Knight. It's been so long since I've heard Shovel Knight music. This will be cool. I don't even know what track this is. Okay, so now it's Duet. I think I have heard this one. I have heard this one before. And this one has 5 million views. I've heard this one on a live stream before. Someone recommended it before, but it's been so long. Only 5 million views? And your weird plant says, listened. Should I say, no, wait. Should I say, this is important, because this concerns my English. Should I say listened when I talk about songs? I guess it's listened, right? I said I heard. Yes. Listen seems right to me. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the correction. Okay. Now let's listen to it. My stomach hurts says yes, because listen means you're paying attention to it. Oh, that makes sense. Hearing is like just a passive kind of thing. Cool. Thank you. So this is a ternary time signature. Sounds very tender and playful. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sounds romantic. Like a ballad, yes. And Shidek says, just got strong house moving castle vibes. Yeah, I can hear that. Joey Hisaishi, right? Studio Ghibli. And Augusto Henrique is here. Hey Augusto, how are you doing, man? Oh, cool, that was sweet. And Augusto says, I can't believe I missed the start of the stream. No! Dude, the start was crazy. I opened up the requests and I got flooded with money. That was funny. And I had to close the request like in 5 minutes. So yeah, that was sweet. That sounded, man. It's a very there's a very wide range of sensations I'm getting from Omori. Of course, that's expected from a JRPG. People tell me it's a JRPG. But this one was very. I was again when I heard that track from before that sounded childish, but it was actually disturbing. I became suspicious, and I'm expecting disturbingness from every Omori song now. But this one was not disturbing. It was just genuinely tender and gentle. That was cool. So yeah. Strike the Earth from Shovel Knight. Okay, I'm curious to know what track this is, because I know Shovel Knight, but it's been a long time, and I don't remember what track this is. Strike the Earth. Oh, it's the first one. It's the first level. I was hoping it would be this one. I love this track. First level theme, yeah. This is so good, man. So good. This is Shovel Knight is Danny Baranowski, right? Oh, it's Jake Kaufman. Sorry, it's Jake Kaufman. That's true. Jake Kaufman. That's true. Yeah, Mega Man vibes. Yeah, Uncropped says, God, I love Danny Baranowski's work. Yeah, but it's not Danny B. Danny B is Necro Dancer and Flash Isaac. And Danny B is Meat Boy, I think, as well. Same guy as Shantae, I believe, yes. Chibi says, I can feel all the Castlevania and Mega Man inspiration immediately. That's true. I feel like Shovel Knight was a very important game for video game music, for indie game music, because back then this kind of stuff was not that popular. Like making a game, an indie game, a modern game that looks and sounds like NES. Nowadays that's normal, but back then I'm not sure it was that normal. Yeah, exactly. Sanders says Shovel Knight really championed that retro revival. I remember when this game came out, I think, just from my memory, it must have been like 2012. And I remember at the time I was recording an album with a band that I had, and we were at the studio and the game had just come out, and the producer that was with us, he's a video game fan as well, and he was showing to us, dude, check this out. There's a new game that came out that it's super cool, the soundtrack slaps, and it sounds like NES. And we were like, whoa, that was not common back then. Cool. I think Meat Boy came before Shovel Knight, though. Yeah, he did. But Shovel Knight, I feel like, was more retro. I feel like Shovel Knight really embraced that kind of NES aesthetic more than Meat Boy. In the music, in the sound effects, in the graphics, Shovel Knight just looked like NES. So yeah. Man, that was cool. That was a blast from the past. And now, Ink Long Dry from Final Fantasy XIV. I'm very curious about Final Fantasy XIV music. Oh wow. Wow, there's some really crazy stuff going on with the rhythm here. Diego of Kai. Oh, hey Diego, I didn't see you there. He says, sounds very noir. It does, but it keeps shifting. See? It changed again. It keeps changing rhythm. Very unpredictable. It's a glitchy song, yeah, yes. Sounds glitchy. Sounds like there's something going wrong. And it's unpredictable. Jacob says, this doesn't sound like an FF track at all, but I like it. And it's cool, because Soken is very good at replicating the feel of like Uematsu and even Sakimoto, previous Final Fantasy composers. He's very good at doing that. But this, it's true, this doesn't sound much like Final Fantasy. But of course you can tell it's intentional, because he's very good at making Final Fantasy music. Wow. Wow. Okay, a lot of random stuff going on. It's clearly meant to be unsettling. Yeah. Random sounding. And now it's looping. It's back to the beginning now. This is looping. Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop it here because it's looping. Very cool. Not what I expected. Like I said, Soken is very good at making Final Fantasy sounding music. This was not Final Fantasy sounding music, but it's cool. It shows us you know, the range of the guy, the range of Soken. He's able to do a lot of different stuff. So now, Con Lentitud Poderosa from Risk of Rain 2. And this, I feel like this one has been requested a lot. Jen says, 2 hours already? Time really flies quickly. That's true. It's really quiet now, but I think it's gonna get louder. Sharknado says, gives me Chopin vibes. very... Sounds kind of tragic. I was expecting it was going to explode, but apparently it's just a slow song. Tragic. Oh, here it is. See, I told you. Very powerful attacks. Oh. Wow. And Zenrad says that's some dark symphony guitar. The lead melody is not guitar. There's two melodies playing. They're not guitar. It seems like a synth, like a keyboard. That's a very heavy rhythm. Like, it's so slow that it feels like it's dragging. There's a weight to it. There's a weight. Feels emotionally heavy. Heavy and slow, yes. Man, I'm curious. If I had to guess, I would say that this is... I would say this is a cutscene. Either a cutscene or some kind of scripted event. Maybe. It could be gameplay, but I think, my guess is that it would be like a heavily scripted gameplay section. That's my guess, because it feels very emotional, like there's some narrative things going on, but also this transition here. This transition. This would be difficult to do if this was a looping track. So this transition would have to be scripted, unless they separated the tracks. Unless, like, this track was its own track, you know, looping. So it's over, and now in the game it would loop back to the slow part, and then the other part is its own track. In that case, then I guess it could be like a normal gameplay sequence, like an area, like a combat or a boss theme or something. Still loving you. Yeah, it has kind of a slow 80s ballad feel. And Joe McGuts says, what is bro talking about? Don't worry about it. I'm just rambling about video game music. Entrusting this world to idols. Cool. From Toho. And I've been listening to a lot of Toho lately. There's a lot of Toho people coming into the channel. And this is a 7-minute track. The difficult thing about Toho is that there's so many remixes that it's hard to find the original one. I'm gonna guess is this one. And Dick Silence says, just find the one from the OST. But sometimes it's hard. Because sometimes people don't title their remixes properly. Oh, it's this one. Oh, awesome. It's gonna explode. Nice. It's gonna blow up soon. I can feel it. Tension rises, yes. Oh. Again, like usual, some weird time signatures, very weird rhythm. Oh! Here they are! Zumpets! Zumpets are so funny. Joe McGuts says, what are Zumpets? It's this trumpet sound. Very good melody. Oh, I love when they do this with the drums. These fast kind of speed metal drums. And by the way, this is a 7-minute track. And we are at the 3-minute mark. So let's start skipping around a little bit. I feel like it's looping now. Cool, yeah, it's looping. Yeah, and the piano, yeah, it's looping. Very cool. Zumpits. So this gets a check mark. So the next one is Heian Alien, newest theme from Toho UFO. And this again is a 10-minute track, but I suppose it's just the same track looping over and over again. Let's go! And the Zumpits are here again. And Banter says, almost 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we've finally finished the list of about 4 minutes of having the requests open. Yes. That's so funny. Okay. Toho tracks usually have this kind of childishness, this kind of innocent sound to them, which makes sense because I feel like a lot of the tracks are about teenage girls. Okay, the drums again. I love these drums. And this one is disturbing. There's some clusters of notes that sound like they clash. Very dissonant. And Sparkleborn Princess says, David Vasco, do you have any plans to make analysis videos of some of these tracks that you have listened to today? I don't know. It can happen, it has happened in the past. I have made videos about Shadow of the Colossus, which I have heard first on the stream. I first heard Hollow Knight music on stream, and then I started making a bunch of videos on it, so it's possible. So, yeah, it's possible, but right now I don't know. And Jacob says, New is an alien, which is why the music sounds kind of off. Okay. I feel like it's looping. Yeah, it's looping. Very cool. Sounds disturbing. Like Banter was saying. Feels similar to You and Owen Was Her while sounding very different at the same time. I feel like a lot of the Toho tracks that people like the main ones that people like, are very similar. They are these boss boss themes that all sound kind of like this, and I'm curious in the next videos to make some videos on tracks that are not these boss themes, maybe some stage themes and stuff like that. I don't know if Toho has cutscenes, or maybe like a title screen theme or a menu theme or something like that. I'm curious to see how the other stuff sounds. So yeah, guys, this gets a check mark. Guys, unfortunately, I am not going to open the requests again in this stream. Because as Benter was saying, we took 2 hours to listen to all the requests that we got from 4 minutes of having the requests open. So if I will open the request for like even like 10 seconds, we're gonna be here for like another half hour. And I have to go. Skull says, big oof, but it was quite fun though. Yes, I have to. I'm not used to having like 80,000 subscribers yet. So when this kind of stuff happens, it's kind of shocking. But yeah, I think this was good, right? This new system that I came up with of doing a stream just for super chats. Look at this. It was great. No request was left unlistened to. Except for the requests of the people that sent requests after the requests were closed. But yeah, this was good. I like this. I'm gonna do more of this, and I'm also gonna do a stream like this where I'm gonna take requests only from normal chat. Okay, so yeah, poor people streamed, like Trax CEO says, poor people stream. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a stream of the people. Diego of Kai says, will this be a weekly thing? No. Maybe when I used to do a lot of this, it used to be like once a month or once every 2 months, that kind of stuff. And the Pilot Lad says, I like your funny words, Music Man. Thanks for the stream, and until next time. And at chat, sorry, I am unable to share your requests. Maybe next time. Thanks, man. Thank you for the support. And Splint says, is it gonna be through voting? I'm gonna think of something fun. Maybe polls that everyone can participate, like live on the stream. Maybe some randomization. Like we come up with like, I don't know, 5 options decided by chat, and then we randomize, something like that. That would be cool. So yeah, guys, it is time for you to say bye to me in the chat so I can say bye right back to you. That was very fun. So yeah, Yulka, bye-bye Yulka, bye-bye Splint, bye-bye Joe, bye-bye Sully, bye-bye The Angry Epic Banana. Gomd, Rafael, Your Weird Plant, Trexio, Augusto, Reiner, Kakicho, Diego of Kai, Velador, Jen, Leonardo, Chaos, Shidix, Leo, Jesus, RC Speedy, The Pilot Lad, Chibi Short Death, Dick Silence, Jamie Ibarra, Valion, Resvania, Linux, Power Ghost, Chibi Short Death. Wait, I said Chibi Short Death already. You're getting 2 goodbyes. That's not fair. I love Kitars, Darsaba, Pentakong Takai Henagon. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. When you guys starting picking weird usernames, that's when I end it. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me for 2 hours and listening to music with me. That's very fun. It's very fun that I feel privileged that I have the opportunity to just turn on the camera and just hang out with a bunch of cool people and listen to video game music. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye. Thank you.